Hello and welcome to Greg's Channel 1. I am Greg and this is Channel 1. Coming to you from Cornwall. Coming to the end of my holiday, to which you'll be seeing the old but new place of videos. My bedroom, whilst I've been away, I've had it painted. Be a nice greenish colour. Hopefully it works with the camera, but we'll soon see. Anyway, this is me coming straight off episode 10 of season 1 of Zoo, Emotional Contagion. Now, Emotional Contagion is an interesting episode. It's a strong episode. That I will give it that. It is a strong episode, and it really does make me go, awesome. We are now almost at the end of season 1. We've got episode 11, which is Eats, Shoots and Leaves. We've then got 12, Wild Things. And then we have the finale, The Great Big Hill of Hope. But that's for the later videos. This video is focused on Emotional Contagion. Now, this episode is very, very strong for what it does as a whole, the way it introduces a new character and pushes the story through. So, let's begin. We start off with it opening, and it's kind of partway in the episode already. And you've got the team with some more characters running around a zoo, stealing all these animals to then set them free. And it cuts to them getting surrounded by security guards and police personnel. And they're there going, right, we've got him. One gets shot, and then it cuts to previously on Zoo. Does a little thing, and then it does a little bit extra, and then does its little zoo montagey bit, as it does. And then you find out that they're trying to get the never mind. Electropeter, or something like that. Or electropometer. Never mind. Mitch is still a funny character, which I love, and he's probably the best character by a mile, because he's developing every single episode you see of him now. And they've realised that they need to get to Zambia, and they need to find a way of getting there, and quick. They're there going, oh, what can we do? Jackson brings up an old accomplice, an old friend also of Abe and Jackson's, Ray Andercoat. Now, they could, Abraham is very much like, no, I don't trust this. You know what he's like, Jackson. We're likely to die doing something for this guy if we end up siding with him. So, that happens. And you then move on from that, and they then find out that the FBI agent has gone, yep, these people here. So you've then got all of them being hunted now by the FBI. So you've got Chloe, Jamie, Mitch, Abe, and Jackson, all out for FBI to grab and catch. So, yeah, that's what you've got at the moment. And then it cuts to them meeting up with Ray, because, as they put it, he's their only chance now to get to Zambia. No one seems to like him. And in all honesty, I didn't like him. I was like, well, he's a jackass. He needs a good slap in the face. This is going to be great. But then you find out he's an animal activist. He's got a bad habit of being very unlucky. And you go, oh, what bad luck is he going to bring to our characters in this episode? And so you've got Ray, who comes up with a plan on how they, put simply, he says, "You do something for me, Jackson. I'll do something for you. I'll get you to Zambia. And I'll help you get what you need." So off they go. Ray fills them in on a plan of how they're going to pretty much break into a zoo and steal these animals out of the zoo and give them freedom. With that, Mitch says, "Oh well, we can go and get our electropenometer. Get the thingy." I'm going to stop trying to say it. Mitch is like, "Oh, we can get the thingy there." So they're off there, and they decide that they're going to get all the feeds for all the security cameras, and Jamie was going to be the eyes and ears and be able to guide everyone around, because obviously, it's going to be a lot hard. Obviously it's going to be hard for them, but Jamie seems to be the main focus of what the FBI guy wants, and also it kind of makes sense. So you hear her on the phone, and she's actually a good liar. The way that she thinks on her feet, that she manages to convince the chap to give her the thingies, the CCTV feeds, sets them all up, and she's there guiding them through. And it looks like it's all going well. You get a nice bit of bonding between Mitch and Jamie. You see them building as a pair. Where Mitch is there going, "I believe in you. I know you can do this. You may have doubts in yourself, Jamie, but I know that you, Jamie Campbell, can do this. So stop feeling negative. You'll be fine." But we'll come to the fact that she actually does make a mistake, and we'll come to that later on. So then, you then get the reference back to the lion attack from episode 1 on Abe, when they've got all these masks. Because Jackson hands a lion mask to Abraham, and he looks down and goes, "A lion? Really?" And you kind of go, "Eh?" And Jackson kind of clicks and goes, "Oh yeah, okay, maybe you can have this one instead." And Mitch and Chloe go off to go get the thingy, and everyone else splits out to help out. So they're all doing their thing, and you find out that Mitch actually has a pretty good memory, because he goes through different orders of things on how he managed how security codes were done in all the other zoos that he's worked in and been through, which was quite cool. He goes on to then say that you've got the heist team doing their thing, and that they're taking all the animals. Jamie's being really good, being the eyes on, and she's there going, "Yep, keep moving. We got this, yeah." And then she realises, crap, she's mixed two up, and realises that the security guys are right on top of them. So as everyone gets there, it then cuts to the scene that we see at the start, where everyone is surrounded, and Kobe, I think his name is, gets shot. He gets shot, and you think he's dead. They get away. They feel bad, because Ray also gets shot. To which it loops on to the FBI guy actually coming straight for them now. He really wants them, because we find out that one of his guys underneath him says they broke into a zoo, got them. So they go after him. You find out that Ray's the pilot for the plane to get him to Zambia. So Mitch ends up saving his life. You get a nice little bit of backstory with Abe and Jackson and their time with Ray, which is quite nice. Develop both of them as characters. And then Abraham makes a comment to Jackson that Jackson's showing a lot of the same qualities that his father, that Jackson said his father developed. That maybe he's turning into his father. I liked that bit of foreshadowing because I get the feeling that that's gonna be something that's gonna be important later on. Okay, so we'll move on, and we get a little bit more of the backstory of Ray after Mitch saves his life. They get all these animals together, and it then cuts into them getting all the animals together, and you've got like a warthog and a cervix, or certful, or something like that. It's like a little lynxy cat thing, and they all just go completely mad. They just start all growling and getting aggressively, like barking kind of thing at Jackson, who's there like, what the hell? Almost. Now, what I think with this is possibly all the animals have got like a link to what Robert Oz has done to them, because I think this is all part of Robert. I think Robert Oz is part of the thing that caused Raiden to be evil, something like that. But we'll come to that. Which, with the animals going crazy, it's called the emotional contagion. It's like when yawning. If you yawn, other people around you yawn. Laughter, contagious, that kind of stuff. We then find out that we actually find out the name for the FBI guy, Brannigan. And Brannigan finds out that the guy that was shot isn't dead. So Brannigan decides to torture him a little to get the information he wants. Ray wakes up. You get a bit of self-doubt from Jackson, where he's there going, do I know what I'm doing? Am I going to get this right? La 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 la. Chloe pretty much says, you can do this, Jackson. We can do this. They finally kiss, and you're kind of like, well, hey! Something that's been teased for a little while. Brannigan ends up right on their tail. They get onto the plane, and as they get on the plane, one of Ray's guys goes to shoot Brannigan. Chloe doesn't want any more any more people dead on her watch, so tries to take the gun. They roll out, and Chloe's left behind. End of episode. So all of that had happened, and it was so beautifully done. Now, I honestly think that this series is fantastic. The first season is really great. So much so that I give this 4.6 out of 5. I wanted to give it a 4.8, but I'm not sure. There was bits and pieces that irritated me a little with, for example, Ray's team. I didn't feel that there was much need for them as a production thing, but it worked. But and we didn't get enough of them all being in all of them growing. But other than that, it's great. Anyway, that's the end for this review. Thumbs up if you enjoyed the video. Subscribe there or there. Leave your thoughts and opinions in the comment section below. Other than that, see you next time, guys. Bye.